Hello everyone and welcome to DIY Ideas. So today I have a really lovely V-stitch. You can see the colors that we have. So we're going to be doing some trebles. It's going to be easy but very rewarding. And you can see here it's a triangle scarf or a shawl, whatever you like to call it. So you can see the edge here. This is the very last row that I did, and then everything else that came before that. So you can see the colors and the texture, and if you want to learn how you can make this all by yourself and what to use, stay tuned. Okay, so we have the Ferris wheel from Lion Brand Yarns, and you can see it's really beautiful. So we have a lot of blue in here, quite a number of other shades from orange, green, pink, and everything in between. So this is called Sprinkles if you want this exact same color. This is for a 5mm crocheting hook, and that's exactly what I'll be using, which you can see right here. And this is 3 ounces or 85 grams per ball of yarn, 270 yards or 247 meters. Machine washable and dryable, which is always good. This means that it's a 1 ball, 1 scarf, which is why we're choosing this type of yarn. And I'm gonna pull the middle out and we can get started. This should be easier, but let's see. Okay, I think I got the little bit out of it. So now we just need to find the very beginning thread. Okay, there it is. There was a little knot in there. That's not good. We need to fix that. Okay, and now we can continue. So this is how we're going to get started with thread here around the index and middle finger. Then take the thread through and you have what I like to call the magic ring. Then make sure you're holding everything tightly, and we're going to do 4 chains. Then we're going to do a treble, so yarn over through 2 and 2 more. Then we're going to do another treble right after that, then another chain, and then another treble. So that way we're going to have 2 V's already. So these chains basically replace the first treble plus the chain on top, and then we have the same thing basically on the other side. So 2 V's, and then we can pull our ring tight. And now we're going to do 4 more chains to get started with the new row, and this is always going to stay the same. Okay, there we go. Now we can turn, and we're going to go into this V, basically underneath the chain that we just did, and we're going to do a treble there. So we basically have another V already. In the same spot, we're going to do 1 more treble, chain, and treble. So each V basically gets 2 more. So you can see here we got started with the chains, and then the trebles came after that. There we go. So that's the first V from the last row. Now the second one is going to get the same deal. So you can see here the other half basically. So we're going to go in, do a treble, chain, treble, and you're already done. So basically the beginning always gets the addition, and then the rest is super easy. So the first row has these 2 big spots, these 2 V's. My fingers are in the middle of each, and then you can see here the 2 and plus the third one here at the end. So we always increase by 1 in each row. So now we can start with a new one. So 4 chains, turn, and we're gonna do a chain, or actually we did a chain already, so a treble in here, and then into the same spot a treble, chain, treble again. There we go. So we have the two V's basically. You can see the first and the second one. And yeah, this is where we do the additions, as I said, like this is where we increase and the rest are just regular V's. So that's how our scarf is going to keep growing and how we're going to get the perfect triangle shape that we want. So now we're going to do into each chain or underneath each chain that we see, we're going to do a treble chain treble structure. Last one, and we're pretty much done with this row. So here are the 4 V's in row number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we can do 4 chains, turn, do a treble, and that's already our addition. Then we can continue with treble, chain, treble into all of the spots that we see. So just the first spot of every new row basically gets an extra V. So this may seem complicated, but you can see after you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy and you're gonna get faster and faster with each row that you do. And we also have a color change in here, which is really exciting. So we're moving away from the yellowish shade in the background and then we're going to a full green. And let's see what the next color is going to be. But yeah, this is pretty much all there is to it as far as the pattern goes. We're just going to continue, of course, with each row. The number of triangles or V's is going to increase. So we're going to keep going and each row is going to take just a tiny bit longer than the last one. So don't be surprised about that. But your scarf or your shawl is going to keep growing and it's going to look amazing in the end. So we are quick with the first couple of rows, but after that it gets a little bit less fast, but that's how the scarf increases in width. Almost done. And you can now see what this looks like. So this is exactly what I meant. It takes just a tiny bit longer, but you can see that the row is also bigger. And when I stretch this out a tiny bit more, you can see the structure as well with all of the V's really popping out. Okay, here is my update after a while. You can see what this looks like. I have all kinds of different colors on here and color changes. So I don't have enough yarn for an entire new row since they got pretty long, but I just need to weave in the end and the beginning here and then I'm done. So you can see what this triangle looks like right now. The V's in here are still very visible and look really, really good. And just kidding, I have quite a bit to go. This is not the end size, so stay tuned. Okay, now we are really done, and of course our triangle scarf is a bit bigger than what I showed you a moment ago. So yeah, this is what we have. This is something that you can definitely wear and is big enough. It's not a kid size. So what we're gonna do now is weave in this very end that stayed in blue and the little beginning that we started with the yellowish green shade, and now we are done. And yeah, you can see here what this looks like, all of the colors, all of the stripes. As I said, the stripes are not as wide as in the beginning, but that's because they gained in length. And I think it looks really, really wonderful, really playful, and the colors are really popping. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Feel free to let me know what you think. You can also subscribe if you want to see more projects, and if you do, don't forget the notification bell. That way you'll never miss a new video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!